I recently was at Decathlon to initially buy these here. These are the Domus shorts with the zippers. The Domus shorts, the basic ones, don't have zippers, so these cost 11 euros, whereas the basic ones I think cost 8 or 7 euros. Now, these are fairly nice shorts. In addition, I saw this belt. In my gym, they do have dip belts or also pull-up belts. So you can use this in order to attach plates to your core and then to increase basically the resistance for dips and pull-ups. Now, in theory, this belt seems very nice because it's so compact compared to the other ones that have usually a lot of more padding. But in practice, this means that this is quite rough on your hips that are kind of standing out here on the side. What I also got is these boxing gloves. I just saw them and I realized that maybe I can use these because I only have a very small gym bag. I have it very small because I need to be able to run with it to the gym as kind of part of my routine, at least whenever I work out in the morning. And then I can have these and still be able to box, but don't have to have full boxing gloves in here. Let's face it, if you stuff a little bit of things in here and I need to put my full clothes in here, if I run already in my gym clothes to the gym, then I don't have that much space in here. So these come in handy. The idea is that they would protect this layer of the skin that otherwise would peel off if you box a little. And of course, over time you might get skin that is a little bit harder, but if you want to just box and train boxing, then it might be beneficial to at least have some protection layer. You could also use bicycle gloves maybe, but I'm not that sure about it. So these are actually meant for the inside of normal boxing gloves, similar to the ones you wrap around. There was a kind of a medium version in between those and normal boxing gloves that are very big, and this had just a very thin padding, but it had this thing to wrap around, and I just don't want to waste time at the gym wrapping this around multiple times for each hand. The last thing I just saw this and got this, is this splint. This is also meant for boxing initially, or other sports where you are kind of active and someone could hit your face. And in theory, this seems very nice. It comes in this very nice box, and you do have this handle here, which you can put on here. And then in theory, you can put it into your mouth and it would protect your teeth. The reason I got this is because I grind my teeth at night, which means that I already have rails in the lines of my teeth, because my teeth also don't stand like this. So the upper teeth ideally would close in front of the other ones, but mine stand basically in opposition to each other, which means I already have rails in here. Now, I got this initially because I wanted to have a very good splint for bruxism. I also got one by my dentist, but after a while it just felt very tight every night and it actually kind of hurt, so I figured my teeth are just kind of moving a little bit apart, and therefore using splints that have a little bit more room for my teeth ideally would be optimal. The problem is just, even though this is the version that is meant for my height, they just don't fit at all. So these have these very small rails here, and these very small rails cannot fit my teeth in, and in the front it's also just a little bit too hard. So this line here actually just grinds totally on my gums all the time. So if I try to put this in, then it just doesn't fit. Now, you could say it was meant for the bottom. It's the same scenario. It either puts stress on my gums that it actually hurts and probably puts them down over time, or it doesn't fit in.